Hi everyone, welcome to another dose of Sofa Sessions with Laross. So today we've got someone really special with us. This is Lacey.
Hello.
So Lacey has come to talk to you today about her journey with us and essentially her journey to finding out that she's in the menopause at 27. So I won't ask too many questions. I'll let Lacey do the talking. So Lacey, tell me, so how did you come across BioID and your introduction to it really with us?
So I first went to the very first M-Word event that you held back in March, and I just felt like everything you were saying, all the symptoms, was relatable to me. I had previously already been to my GP and just got laughed at really and said, don't be so silly, you're only 27, can't be. So yeah, it was just really nice to find someone that did sort of believe where you was coming from.
Yeah. So for those of you who are listening, just explain some of the symptoms that you were experiencing that made you go to the GP in the first place.
So the main ones were the night sweats. During the night they were really bad. The hot flushes, I could just be out just doing the food shopping, for example, and then that would just start. Mood just up and down all over the place. And the memory loss, like the brain fog.
So what was, when you went to see your GP and you explained all these symptoms, what was their solution then? I know they kind of dismiss menopause, wouldn't even look at it, but what was their solution to you then?
So the first thing was, let's change the pill that you're on. It could be that's given side effects affecting you, so change the pill, done that, still the same thing, so went back for the second time, explained obviously still the same. They did do a blood test, but as Kate has said, it's not a hormonal blood test that they do, so it was just a standard one. And then that came back, obviously everything's fine. So then it was really nice that obviously you ran the M-Word event and I could speak to someone else about it.
I think that's the key, and I think when I've spoken to Lacey, I know at the event when we'd finished, we had a bit of a cry and a hug at the end because it was quite emotional. And I think the key for me is when you think there's something wrong and you're going to your GP and you're explaining all these symptoms and they're telling you you're fine, I think the key is you walk away thinking like you're going mad.
Yeah, it's frustrating, definitely.
Yeah. And you feel like, well, am I going mad?
Yeah.
You question everything, and then you are faced with things like, oh, maybe you should start antidepressants.
Yeah. That's
a popular one. We know we've discussed that, and actually, it's not fixing the problem, is it? So we did run Lacey's bloods. So essentially, the process with BioID is simple. We had a thorough consultation with Lacey in the clinic. Well, you tell us, what was your experience of the process here, rather than me say? How did you find the process?
Yeah, so really easy. Obviously I came here and Kate did my bloods. They got sent away and they came back pretty much in 5 days. Yeah, it was all really quick. Kate rang me initially just to sort of give like a bit of a background what the bloods had come back. But then I had a consultation with the doctor from BioID who went into more depth about it. And yeah, that was, as I say, 5 days later, she said, you are going through the menopause. So it was a shock, but also a bit of a relief that the symptoms I was having did actually mean something. So
yeah.
It was nice to have an answer.
Yeah, I think that was it. And I think it was a really emotional time. I know when you first got that, there was that disbelief of 1 minute I've been being told I was fine, and now it's kind of a dual thing, isn't it? 1 minute you're happy because you've got an answer, but then that second thing you're like, there's a bit of disbelief. Yeah, absolutely. So how did you find your consultation with BioID then? Do you feel like they were being supportive?
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, that was really in depth, and obviously I had questions, but she did answer everything, but then after the call I still thought, oh, I didn't ask this, I didn't ask that, but they was really easy to get hold of. They were fine for me to email them with the other questions I had, and they're pretty much on call if ever you need them.
Oh, good. And I think the key is like I've tried to say to people, we're giving people, we are a BioID partner, and although we are providing our patients with that service, one of the things that I've really grilled into Lacey is we are still here for you, and we're there throughout the whole process. And I think we've had multiple chats since you've been on this journey, even just coming in, having a cup of coffee and having a whinge about the process of it all. I don't mean the journey of the medication, but just I think that acceptance and getting used to it, and
head around it.
Yeah, I think it's it. But I think it is important to trust your gut, and I think it's a shame that there are so many people walking around with these symptoms and they're without answers. But also we have to appreciate things for what they are and what the NHS does. And I think what we should be grateful for is there is a way to get those answers. And like you say, you've got them now, you're on the road to getting that treatment, to feeling better. And, we're just really grateful to be able to help you with that. It's a shame that you had to fight so much to get those answers. Yeah. And I understand that, and the journey is a long one. So if you are facing any symptoms that, and I think, please be in touch. If you are having symptoms that are unexplained and you think you're dismissing them because of age being a factor, it can't be the menopause, it can't be perimenopause, or you're having symptoms that are unexplained in other ways and you're not sure, please remember that as a clinic we do full health checks. We can run your full blood work, we can get you to see a GP here, we can get one of the clinicians here to speak to you and really help you with that, with your journey into kind of looking after yourself. We're trying to push ourselves to be more than that aesthetic clinic and to be a wellness centre for people, so to really help people in that preventative healthcare rather than reactive. So I thank you for sharing. I know it's not easy and it's very brave of you to do that. So if anyone is watching this who is young and facing those symptoms, what would your advice be to them?
I'd say definitely listen to your body. I think if something's not right. Obviously do go to your GP, see what they say, but if you do sort of get dismissed, then I would definitely recommend coming to La Rosse and obviously BioID to getting the help. Yeah.
Thank you. Thanks for coming, thanks for listening, and if you've got any questions about anything or any comments about today, let us know.